You know what's worse than making a mistake as a new manager? Making the same mistake hundreds of other managers have made before you because nobody warned you. In this video, we're going to fix that. Whether you're leading a team for the first time or just stepped up from a peer to a manager, this is your fast track guide to avoiding the 5 top mistakes every new manager makes. And more importantly, the moves that'll make it so that your team actually respects you. And if your week already feels like a blur of meetings, messages, and low-key panic, I've got something for you. It is the Manager's Weekly Focus Planner. It's not just a one-pager. It's a reset ritual that helps you identify priorities, prep for friction, delegate strategically, and reflect on what actually worked. I'm currently using it every Monday to get out of reaction mode. So if you want it, in the description, go ahead and grab it. Now, let's talk about the mistakes you'll regret and how you can avoid every one of them. Mistake number 1 is trying to be liked instead of leading. This one hits the hardest for managers promoted from within the team. Yesterday you were friends. Today you're in charge. I mean, that awkwardness makes a lot of new managers default to approval mode. You don't want to seem bossy, so you soften feedback, you hold back expectations, and maybe you even delay hard decisions. The problem with that, you can't lead from the passenger seat. The longer you hesitate to own the role, the faster trust and clarity fade. What your team needs isn't a friend. It's a steady hand. That doesn't mean cold and distant. It means you lead with transparency, with confidence, and a clear direction. One powerful move, reintroduce yourself. Acknowledge the shift, set the tone, and then follow through consistently. Mistake number 2, confusing motion with progress. This one's subtle, but it's everywhere. New managers often think being in the loop equals being effective. So you stay glued to Slack, you attend every meeting, you jump into every decision, and you answer every question. It feels productive, but it's actually reactive leadership. You're always chasing, never steering. What matters isn't how busy you are. It's whether your team is moving in the right direction. A good week as a manager isn't I did everything. It's the team made progress on what mattered. So that's why weekly reflection matters. Block 10 minutes. Ask yourself, what are this week's top priorities? Who needs support or maybe space to lead? Where might friction show up? That's how you shift from putting out fires to actually building momentum. Again, the focus planner helps us. So again, grab it. Last time I'm telling you, grab it. Mistake number 3, avoiding tough conversations. Silence is expensive. Every time you avoid addressing underperformance, tension, or repeated issues, you're not protecting your team. You're training them to lower the bar. New managers tend to wait until something is really broken before stepping in. But by then, trust is already eroding. You don't need to be harsh. You just need to be clear. A simple framework, start with context, not blame. State the behavior and its impact. And then invite a solution. And then you co-own the next step. That calm, direct approach, it beats tiptoeing every single time. Your team doesn't need a perfect manager, but they need one who's not afraid to say things that need saying. Mistake number 4, micromanaging while calling it support. You see, micromanagement often wears a disguise. I'm just helping. I want it to be done right, or I need visibility. But if your team constantly needs to check in with you, get your approvals, or explain every move, you're not managing. You're stalling them. Micromanaging will send 2 messages. I don't trust your judgment. I believe my way is the only way. The fix to this is just to set clear expectations up front. Define the outcome, decision rights, and check-in points. Then, back off. A great delegation formula is, here's the goal, here's how we know it's working, check in with me at blank milestone. You'll get better work and your team will grow faster. Nobody's asking you to disappear, but real leadership is knowing when to get out of the way. Mistake number 5, waiting to feel ready. Never going to happen. Imposter syndrome doesn't go away with a title. In fact, most new managers, for them, it gets louder. You start wondering, am I doing this right? Do they trust me? What if I screw up? Here's the reality. You're never going to feel fully ready. And that's normal. Managers who succeed aren't more confident. They're more willing to act before they feel perfect. They make decisions with 80% clarity. They give feedback even when it's uncomfortable. They step up even while second guessing themselves. If you're holding yourself back, waiting to feel qualified, simple answer, stop. Lead anyway. Clarity, confidence, and presence are built through reps. You don't need to know everything. You just need to show up with intention. Here's the part most people won't say. The early months of management, they're messy. They're ugly. You'll miss cues. You'll fumble feedback. You will feel overwhelmed. But you're not failing. You're forging. The managers who grow fastest are the ones who lean in deliberately. They build systems. They ask better questions. They stop relying on instinct and they start leading with clarity. And if you're ready to lead without winging it, grab your copy of the Manager's Playbook. It's a full leadership system to help you handle feedback, delegation, one-on-ones, decision-making, and tough conversations without second-guessing yourself. Everything's in there. Scripts, templates, frameworks, and the rhythm to lead with confidence. In the description, go grab your copy now. Let's make sure your next move isn't your next mistake. When you've done that, get your coffee. I'll see you in the next video. Ciao. Finally, that was like fucking pulling teeth, wasn't it?